Wrestling Fanatics Podcast, episode 73. I am Nick, your host. With me is my co-host, Joel. First in-person episode we're doing.
Ever.
Getting on camera. Ever.
Like, I feel like the last time we did this was when we were the ringside.
Yeah.
And it was in the studio.
Yeah.
Down the hall.
We're in the school that we kind of met in and started the ringside, which is like 3 years ago? Maybe?
Yeah. Maybe even more.
Yeah.
Because I just found out it's been a while since I graduated.
Yeah, I know.
Graduated.
I know. It's been so long.
Oh, man.
Oh
I feel so fucking old.
I know. When they said that before, I'm like, there's no way it's been that long.
When he was like, yeah, I was a freshman when you guys graduated. I was
like, wow.
And then he was like, I graduated in a couple months. I was like,
really?
What?
I know. It's crazy. It went by so fast.
Facts. But yeah, shout out to SFC Radio doing Vinyl Dawn right now.
Yeah, the day we're recording this Saturday. I think today's the 23rd. The 23rd, yeah.
23rd, baby.
Yeah, so this is a couple days in advance we're releasing this. We are talking about the Forbidden Door. Like this past Wednesday, at this point it's been over a week, AEW announced the Forbidden Door event crossover with New Japan Pro Wrestling.
What's the first thoughts?
My first thought,
First thoughts about this event.
I feel like it was coming for a while. It's been talked about for a while.
Oh, of course it's been talked about. It's just like now it's actually happening, actually announced.
Yeah.
It's actually a thing. It's not just a rumor no more.
Exactly, it's happening. And when they brought the president, I forgot his name. I can't pronounce his name, but
I'm not even gonna try.
Yeah.
I'm not even gonna try.
When he came out, I'm like, oh shit, it's happening. It is happening, and it's cool because there's so many. Since AEW has been arrived and the Forbidden Door name was been going around, so many matchups and dream matches are happening.
Have been talked about.
Yeah.
Have been fantasy booked. We've done it a bunch of times.
That's what we do on the show. That's what we do. That's what we do. And it's insane because we saw last night was Rampage Adam Cole versus Ishii. That was one that happened. And there's still more to come. I think from what I remember, for Evolution, what's it called? Elevation. Sorry. I think they had a couple of New Japan stars on there too from the upcoming Monday.
I mess with it.
Yeah.
I like it.
So they're promoting it heavily, which is a good thing. And they're doing a lot.
This is a cool thing. This is something that I think every fan has thought of.
Yeah.
It wasn't AEW, but we thought of back in the day when it was like, I think it was Danielson that was really trying to push for it. And he was like, it was when he was IC champ and Nakamura was IC champ of New Japan. He was like, I want to do a super show, and then said, nah.
Jericho even brought it up too. It was right when his contract expired, I think 2018. He was the IC champ in New Japan, and then Seth Rollins was the WWE champ.
And he wanted to do the same thing. And
that didn't happen. Vince closed the door.
So now it's happening.
It's happening.
Not with the company that we all thought at first, but it's happening. I think
and it's still happening,
This is dope. I think this is cool. I'm very excited for this.
Exactly.
Because it's like, what could happen? Is it straight New Japan versus AEW, or is it just a joint show where all the belts are defended with their respective
companies?
Wrestlers?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. The first thing I thought of must be New Japan versus AEW.
That's what you would think.
Yeah.
That's what you would think. At least get one fight like that.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think it's going to be like champion versus champion, like Battle of the Belts. We just saw that.
That would be fire.
But yeah,
tell me
that would be fun. It would, because we talked about it too with Ring of Honor. Because since Tony Khan bought Ring of Honor, it would make sense if they do champion versus champion. Because Battle of the Belts, that's literally the name of it.
Yeah, because now it's AEW Ring of Honor.
Yeah, it's pretty much
And now, New Japan is still in partnership with Impact. I want to know where Impact stands with that. Like, where are they on the spectrum?
That's what I think I mentioned that before we started recording. I think I mentioned the fact that the Good Brothers from what I've heard, they're no longer under contract.
Yeah, I'm gonna look that up as you keep talking.
Yeah,
I found that interesting.
Because I remember seeing articles like the Good Brothers are no longer in contract with Impact, so they could be potentially going to New Japan for this specific Forbidden Door event happening.
But I feel like they were trying to get re-signed by Impact for a while. I'm not sure, though.
They may have shut down the rumors. I don't know what the status is. It could just be a rumor. I don't know if it's true or not.
Yeah.
But that's what I heard, and I think that it would be cool if they were partake in it. Because one of the things that the dream match, I don't think it's going to happen at Forbidden Door.
Oh, it's set to expire.
It's to expire.
It's set to expire in July.
Okay, so it's not
We'll see what
before
happens.
June, obviously. Yeah, they could
They could pop up.
Yeah, they could pop up.
They're tied with New Japan. They do the NJPW strong shows.
And they are in Bullet Club, technically. Yes. So they could pop up
Not
here.
Technically.
They are. Yeah, but they are. One of the matches that I wanted to see happen, because it's the ultimate dream match. Blood and Guts. I think I mentioned this film before. And I think it could happen. I don't think it's going to happen at Forbidden Door, but it could be happening around that time.
Are we talking about Elite versus PC, or are we talking about...
Different.
What are we talking about?
It's it can either go two ways. It could either be 5-on-5 or 3-on-3-on-3.
Okay.
The 5-on-5 would be Undisputed Elite, Adam Cole, Red Dragon, Young Bucks versus Bullet Club, Jay White, Chris Bay, Hikuleo, Good Brothers, or 5 other New Japan stars who's tied with New Japan more, like Kenta,
or
Evil.
Or if you want to do really gang warfare, put Chaos up in there, 3 factions in the mix, or you do AEW versus New Japan.
Or I was also thinking maybe they do, if Kenny Omega comes back, Kenny Omega and Young Bucks versus Adam Cole, Red Dragon versus Bullet Club and Jay White. So Jay White and Good Brothers, yeah.
Ooh, that's kind of fire.
That would be better because, like I said, one of them, the teams is tied with New Japan. And then the other 2 are AEW, but they're all fighting each other.
Yeah.
So it's not technically AEW versus New Japan. It's just they all have ties.
Technically, it is.
It
but
is.
Not
yeah,
really.
yeah. But that would be either one. I would be happy with. It would be cool if they did it at Forbidden Door, but I don't know if it's happening then. They probably do it like a Dynamite that they did once.
Yeah. Now I want to know, where does this start? Where does the booking, does New Japan wrestlers start hopping over? As we saw, it's already started. Do AEW superstars hop over there? Do we miss and match? Do we, what? I wonder, I just wonder what's going to happen. How are they going to play this out? Are they going to wait for Double or Nothing to happen so that all the storylines finish and then they can restart?
Yeah.
Brand new storylines? Or is it going to be tied in with... I think something big is going to happen at Double or Nothing that's going to tell us what's going to happen at Forbidden Door.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. But I think that, when you said New Japan and AEW stars crossover, they kind of did that with Strong, New Japan Strong.
Yeah.
Moxley already faced Will Ospreay recently at a New Japan show in Chicago.
Is he still champ over there or no?
No, I don't think
right?
so.
Okay.
I think he's in the UK, champ in the UK, but he still has I think he's still part of New Japan. But I know they faced off recently. I know Danielson wants a piece of Zack Sabre Jr., which is something that everyone wants to see.
That's the match.
That's the match. And
that's the match that needs to happen.
Yeah, at Forbidden Door. And
yeah.
But like I said,
I'm down with it.
Yeah, AEW already has some stars over there that's Strong, so technically they've been doing that for a while now.
I feel you. Yeah.
But it's it's who is going to start what feud. I think that's where it's mainly going to take place. Maybe a few people show up in Japan. Doesn't that necessarily have to take place in the States, but as long as they get some people to feud and go over there and cross over. But
I would love for belts to get exchanged.
Yeah, I love for AEW star to win a New Japan belt, or vice versa. Yeah,
vice versa.
Yeah. Let's see if you could. Besides,
the TNT title.
Someone's gonna take that title off of Sammy. I mean, it's already 3 times. I don't like the 3rd reign already. But
this is 3rd reign.
Third
right?
reign, yeah.
This is disgusting.
Okay?
I love Sammy.
Yeah.
And the way they got him booked right now is just they're trying. I don't know if they're trying to turn him heel, or if they thought it was gonna work as a babyface. It's not gonna work as a babyface.
No one. You saw this past Wednesday, they were booing him, and they were booing him.
You gotta play into it.
Yeah.
Because I feel like that's even a bigger heel move if you don't even see that you're the heel in the situation.
Like Cody was right before he left AEW. He was acknowledging it, but he was trying to play it off as he's still the babyface.
Yeah, and then my man said, "I'm never turning heel, so I'm gonna go to another
fades
company."
Away. Yeah.
Yeah, till they turn him heel.
Yeah, I think he was trying to avoid that, but I think
he was trying to avoid it so bad, and he'll avoid it for now.
Until, like we mentioned once before, unless he makes us continue to make him feel bad.
If he continues to cut these promos that he's been cutting for months, because every promo he's been cutting on WWE, I feel like it's the same promos that he's been doing. I thought he would have to change something. I thought he would change something up to help. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
My man said, "Nah, we're gonna go with the same playbook. We just changing companies.
They're
gonna appreciate me.
Yeah.
It'll take a couple months for, like us, we already know because we watched both. So it's like, bro, you're doing the same thing. But if you just watch one over the other, this is brand new to you.
Yeah.
You've never seen this side of Cody. So it's going to work for a couple months.
Until
fans start catching on. And it's like, this is the same old shit. You know what I mean? And then he has to turn heel.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I think it'll be
I don't know why he doesn't. He's such a great heel.
He is.
I never understood. Like, the American Nightmare. That's a heel name.
But because I was thinking that doesn't make sense. He's a nightmare. It should not be a good thing. And nightmares aren't good.
That's where the name came from. When he was a heel with Bullet Club. When he was a heel in Ring of Honor. So it was like,
why keep it as a babyface?
Yeah, for that, call yourself the American Dream. You try and be your pops already. Like,
exactly.
For that, just call yourself the same.
Dyed his hair white, so I don't know. He's halfway there. Just
halfway there.
Yeah, it just I don't know. It's just confusing with Cody and trying to see where he's at with this. I don't know.
Yeah,
it's very confusing.
If you're Cody, are you mad that this is happening?
That he's getting booed?
No, mad that New Japan has probably been in talks for a while now.
Yeah.
But like maybe this was his idea, and his idea is going off without him.
Yeah.
Would you be tight?
If I were him, I wouldn't be tight because, like you said,
you left in a good position.
Yeah, but he, like you said, like he kind of knew that it was happening, right? Yeah. Like he knew. I think he was. It's been talked about for a while. He did the Impact one already, which obviously didn't work out well. But I think he must have been kept in the loop with all this. You know, he's still obviously close with Young Bucks, Omega. Obviously, he probably knew this was happening.
Yeah.
And even Tony Khan. So like, I don't think that he was kind of missing out on it. I think he knew what they were doing and knew what he was getting into. So I don't think he must feel bad about it or feel like he's missing out on it.
Because you know, like how sometimes like people get FOMO, man. They're like, yo, I could have been on that show.
But
I was working so hard for years for that to happen, and now I leave and it's finally gonna happen.
I don't think so. I wouldn't be upset over it. But who would he face? What would be the dream match for Cody Rhodes in New Japan?
Nobody.
Yeah, I don't think anybody would want to see him in a match against anybody.
Well, he did do a couple New Japan matches, so it was like he was kind of in New Japan. You know what I mean? So it's like the matches that happened already.
Yeah, I don't think. I mean, I guess it's like on the fence though, because I would probably feel left out. But again, I made the decision to leave, and he must have known about it beforehand.
Had to be. Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't. He literally left to go somewhere else. That's his fault. So if anything, you should put the blame on him.
His fucking fault. His
fucking fault. Yeah, it's his fault. He left. No one told him to leave. He left on his own. So it's just.
Man wanted that bag, baby.
Yeah, he wanted that.
Now I know we're shifting, but like I just have questions. We haven't really talked about it.
In a while, yeah.
A lot of people seem surprised that he jumped, right? And now people are like, "Oh, yeah. Are more people gonna jump?" And let me spoil it for you right now. It's gonna happen.
Yeah,
it's bound to happen. Not only for the money, but WWE is where it's at. You grew up watching WWE. Yeah. Everyone, no matter, even though I've met people that, like, in the wrestling world that their goal isn't that. Some of their goals is like, I don't even care about that. Like, I want to get to New Japan. I want to get to not even New Japan, but wrestle in Japan. Like that's my goal.
There's a lot of people who made it big without going to either AEW or WWE.
Exactly.
Look at Jay White. Look at Will Ospreay.
Yeah.
Look at their career. It's probably Ring of Honor, New Japan, most New Japan. And that's it. Like you don't necessarily. You look at Matt Cardona.
Yeah.
Even he was in WWE, but
it helped him at first. It helped him at first because it was like, oh, he's a guy from WWE, formerly known as Zack Ryder, is going to be on the show. Then it turned into, oh, okay, he changed his name to Matt Cardona. Okay, what's Matt Cardona doing in GCW? You know what I mean? And then it just started escalating, and it was like, oh, he's in AEW. He's the new champ of that promotion. he's a new champ of this promotion. Oh, he's got the NWA belt. Oh, shit, he's got this. He's got that. He's the digital media champion.
Yeah.
I love that he took the photo like Ultimo Dragon.
Yeah.
With
Yeah,
awesome.
I saw that.
But yeah, like you said, you don't need it, but if you grew up watching it and that's the goal, like, that's where you want to be.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, people are like, oh, MJF's going to leave. Of course he is.
Most likely.
He is. But will it be this contract, or will he resign for a couple more years and then go? You know what I mean? Like,
he's still
he's
mid-20s.
going to end up there down the line.
Yeah.
So don't be surprised, because it was the same thing. Same thing happened. History repeats itself. With AEW and WWE was happening right now, WCW and WWF did it back in the day. And then before that was Vince stealing from more the territory. So it's just history repeating itself. People are going to jump back and forth. Some people are going to go back. Some people are going to come back to AEW. Some people are going to go back to WWE. It's just the cycle of life.
Yeah.
And then it's like one of those things that's like when people show up in wrestling companies, they're like, oh, you left the other place? Like, it's like, bro, they need a job.
Yeah,
like,
they need
they
a job,
wrestle.
exactly.
There's not only one company in the world.
I mean, some people are loyal to one specific company, and I get that. But if you're someone who jumps the gun to a different company, like, it's just they want to work there. It's not like they aren't loyal, it's just they don't want to work somewhere else.
Exactly. Not everyone's Undertaker. Not everyone's Undertaker that he's going to stay loyal throughout it all. You know what I mean? Like,
some people can be, though.
And I can understand that. This guy gave you a chance. This guy gave you, like, he believed in you.
Yeah.
You succeeded. What am I going to do? Leave this guy?
Yeah.
He gave me my big break. He helped me become who I am.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I could see why some guys are loyal. Like, I could see why maybe a couple guys in AEW could be loyal to Tony Khan.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But this one with Cody showed you nobody's loyal. The man badmouthed. He made it this is us versus them.
Yeah.
And now he's them. You know what I mean? So it was like, bro, what the hell was that about? So it's gonna happen back and forth throughout all the years that this is gonna go on. The same way that it happens with Impact.
Yeah. I mean, even Impact, like a lot of people have been in there for years now. Like, no one left Impact. There's a lot of people who have been in Impact for years. Moose. Since one of them. It's been an Impact for so long. Offers from WWE and AEW. Still an Impact. I don't know what his contract is, but I'm pretty sure he's going to be there for years and years to come.
And then also, some people don't care about the status of the company. They don't care that the name is WWE. You know what I mean? They don't care about the name AEW. What are you going to do with me?
Yeah, that's what they want.
Moose is a household name in Impact.
Yeah.
He made events. He's a champion. They look at him as somebody that will always, like, if they have a problem, this is the person to go to. Just put it on Moose. We'll put Moose in the match. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's become that guy. I think because he's a top guy over there, some guys worry about that. They're like, why would I leave here? I'm a champion, top guy, to go to your developmental.
Exactly.
To go to your dark show. You know what I mean? Like, it's kind of like that. But we don't know how he thinks, but he might be thinking like that. That's like, what's the point of going?
Because some people know what they're worth, and some people want to be treated the way that they deserve to be treated.
Exactly.
And if you get signed to the company and immediately get put into NXT 2.0, which is not obviously a good sign for big names, or start off in AEW Dark Elevation for a while, that's not going to look good. Yeah. You want to start off straight and only be on Dynamite for a couple of months. And at AEW's roster, it's kind of like we don't know where you're going to stand at because they have a stacked roster. Yeah.
Look at the Hardys. People are complaining already because they were on Dark this week. I was like...
Exactly. Got here like a month ago.
Not everybody could be on Dynamite every week.
Exactly.
It's a big-ass roster.
And it is 2 hours.
And right now, they don't have a storyline. So where are they? Guess what? They're still wrestling, though, in front of a crowd. They're still doing something. They're not just sitting in the back.
That's not even developmental. It's like I guess you can say it is because they've gotten stars from there.
Well, for Dark?
Yeah.
Yeah, Dark is, I would say, is there.
Yeah, but it's like it wasn't.
Because it gives you the chance, it gets your foot in the door.
Yeah.
That's why people show up and they'll be like, oh, they're undefeated. And I'll be like, who is this guy? But they've been on Dark.
Yeah. For some people it is, but like for other stars, just to get matches under the belts.
Yeah.
You know, to compete. Like you said, the Hardys, they're just competing to compete.
Yeah.
And you said this once with Miro. Like, Miro hasn't been seen in months.
Yeah, he's been chilling.
Yeah. And you said this, like, if you have nothing for him, don't even bring him on TV.
Yeah, and why would you if you have nothing for him? And also, he's probably not backstage. He probably don't got to show up every week.
Yeah,
because then it's like you're just showing up, wasting money, traveling for nothing. You're just gonna sit backstage, and be told there's nothing for you.
Yeah, yeah. It's once a week though. It's not like Monday. We got travel live events every so often and do like the WWE does every day. But it's like he's doing his thing. He's waiting to be told what to do.
And I like that they do that. Some people might not like that they do that. Some people I've seen criticize it. I like that they do that. That they just keep them on the sideline, because WWE tries to keep people in the picture so they stay relevant.
Yeah.
I don't think certain people need that. Like, I don't think a Miro needs that to stay relevant. Lance Archer needs that. He doesn't need to be there every week. He could just pop up and then it's like, oh shit.
It's like Lance Archer's the guy who just like for every new world champion, he's just there to feud from the beginning.
Yeah, we're gonna see him next week.
Yeah.
We saw this guy talk to Jake.
Exactly.
So we know he's coming next week. You know what I mean?
And then you have someone like a Nyla Rose. Every time there's a new champion, she's the first feud there. Like she's there just to be there. You know, she's not gonna win the championship every time.
But it's to also elevate the champion.
Yeah.
And some people need to know. Not trying to shout people. Some people need to know their role. That you're not always gonna be the champion. You're not always gonna be the big storyline guy. But for what you can contribute, they're gonna use you. Nyla makes people look good, so they're gonna use her. Archer makes people look good, so they're gonna use him. You know what I mean? Miro is a beast, and also he has great matches. So when we need him, we're gonna use him. You know what I mean? So it's like, and that might suck for people that want to wrestle every week, but for some people, they're like, cool. Yeah. Let me know when you need me. You know what I mean? Like, just hit me up. I'm here.
Yeah, and like it's just, who knows? Maybe some of these people don't want to win championships right away.
Yeah.
Maybe they're just there just so they can elevate people. I know the Hardys want one more run as a tag team. I don't know where that's going to end up, but
well, they're going to stack up wins on Dark and climb up the rankings. Yeah, and then we'll see them on Dynamite again.
Yeah, like Dante Martin, for example, for a year when his brother was injured, it was like he was just doing stuff by himself and not leading. Is he injured again? I heard he's injured again. It sucks. Okay.
I saw he was injured, and then people were like, "Nah, it's like something else." That he just wasn't there this week. I don't know though.
It was an injury. It was an injury, and it sucks.
Hopefully
he just
got
back.
Crazy, yeah.
Yeah, I was excited.
Yeah,
I was excited.
But like you said, they're gonna build up their rankings. They're gonna show back up on Dynamite, have a tag match, have a championship match, maybe get into a storyline.
Yeah.
I know I saw a lot of people complaining about Jeff, about the Swanton. How you feel about that?
Yeah, I saw that clip.
Let me ask you about that.
Like he almost broke his neck, right? It was like he landed close to the mat.
Oh no, I didn't even see that. I just talking about how the people are like, oh, he just lands his dead body like on top of people. How do you feel? I mean,
it's his move. He's been doing it for what, 20 years now. Like I think he knows how to perfect it. One botch isn't gonna ruin anything. Yeah, it was.
We got people like us that think that they're entitled and shit. And can talk
and it's like
shit. Like, but people go beyond. Like, I've never critiqued a wrestler on how to wrestle.
Exactly.
I've talked about storylines. I don't never critique a wrestler. You're not doing your move right.
If you have,
that you've been doing for what 20 plus years, you're not doing it right.
If you have zero wrestling experience, you should not be talking about how a person should wrestle.
Exactly.
Like that's not your thing. Like you're just a fan. Like we said this one before. We're fans. We're mics. That's all. Yeah, exactly. We can't tell wrestling companies what to do or wrestlers what to do on their moves. That's not our responsibility.
Exactly.
So we're just there to enjoy the product, talk about it, and that's what we do.
Have a good time.
Exactly. People just want to shit on stuff.
That's why a lot of people were like, oh, he just lands his dead body on top of his opponent. And it's like, I could see how you're saying that, but also he's trying not to hurt himself. You know how many times, 20 plus years, that the bumps that he's taken, swantons that he's landing on his ass, and just hitting you with his back.
Yeah. So
now, he's not hitting the mat. You know what I mean? He's not falling on his ass no more. He's just falling on the person.
People got to train without using
You got to learn how to longevity. You know what I mean? If he keeps landing on his tailbone, that shit's going to... It's not going to be fun when he gets older. You know what I mean?
He's going to wake up with a bad back.
Yeah, so I think he just figured out, I can't land on the mat no more. Because you know what I'm talking about, how he would just land like that. Now he lands flat on you.
Yeah.
Before he would land, like his head would hit your body.
It was like his upper back, basically,
His body's hitting the mat. You know what I mean? So it's like now he just adjusted it because of that. But people don't get that. They're just like, oh, he's fucking up. It's because he's getting old. That's why they put him on dark.
And then people are critiquing Sting for taking those bumps. Like, let him live life.
Sting, man. Shout out to
he's
Sting.
making people. If you hear the crowd when Sting jumps off one of those balconies, people go insane. I love that spot. And if he wants to do it, let him do it. He's 61 years old. I get it. He's old, but he chose to do it.
Did you see this past week what was going around Twitter?
What? I didn't see this past
week. Jay Lethal in a ring.
With Ric Flair?
Yes.
Ric Flair, I saw that video.
That was so awesome. That was so awesome. I thought that was so dope, especially because Lethal looks up to him. I'm like, yo,
that's cool.
That's gotta be such a dope ass.
And I'm pretty sure that people that are mad, like, oh, he's gonna back in the ring. I'm like, let him train.
Yeah, people were already speculating, oh, what's he training for?
Yeah. He's just helping a guy out.
Yeah, maybe. Because I think him and Lethal had a match at Impact
10 plus years
back.
ago.
Yeah. So it's like him just hanging out with his friend. They were like, yo, let's get in the ring and bump. You know what I mean? That's I would love to think that's what wrestlers do.
Yeah.
Just be like, yo, let's just bump.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's probably his house or something. He probably has a ring in there.
Oh, hell yeah.
A lot of people have rings. Like Pat McAfee, for example. We talked about that too.
I'm going to do the Pat McAfee when I get enough money.
Yeah.
I'm investing in a ring just to fucking roll around and have a good ass time.
Yeah, I even know how to wrestle. I don't care if I get hurt. I'll be like, yo,
I'll take a couple bumps. I know I'm okay at bumping. I
gotta learn.
Months. I did a cool. What was that? 4 or 5 months, and then my wallet said
nah. Your wallet gave up.
My wallet said nah. This ain't happening, homie. This is too much.
Yeah, because like people do that just to. I mean, like I said, Pat McAfee is a fan, but he got a ring and then he trained. Yeah. And look how good he is.
He actually had somebody train him. It wasn't just he bought a ring and was I trained. Yeah. And he was just doing shit himself. He actually had someone train him, which is lit.
Yeah, and it's cool because that shows how dedicated he is to the sport. And it's
exactly
people who even Sting, who's 61. Yeah, he's been around he's a legend. He's been around for years and years, but he's still dedicated to it. He still wants to go out and take bumps.
Does Sting get a match at Forbidden Door?
I don't think so.
Can we get the Great Muta out of retirement?
I mean, it's something like that. But if it's an Okada or someone big, I mean, nah, I don't mind.
No, that's not happening.
But then, if it's an Okada or something, then yeah, I would understand.
Yo, let me see. Is he still retired?
If it's a Great Muta, I would understand.
Because I know he retired, but then I feel like he just showed up recently.
He's not 61, right? Is he? Is he that old?
Oh, he's got to be up there. I'll tell you right now. Let's see. He is 59.
59. Wow. I mean, Stone Cold is 57, and look what he did at WrestleMania.
Exactly.
I don't expect it to be a 5-star match. Just make it.
I just need a stare down.
Yeah.
I just need a stare down. I'm not even asking for a lot.
Yeah.
Just give me a stare down between them two. Damn, it doesn't even tell me I want to see when his last match was. You know what website that is? Have you ever seen that?
Cage Match.
There we go.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Gotcha. But Forbidden Door though. What other matches would you want to see on that card? If you were booking it, if you were the president of New Japan and if you were Tony Khan, who would you have go face to face? If it was New Japan versus AEW.
New Japan versus AEW?
Yeah.
I'm trying to think. Because there's so many matches you can do. Of course, the Kenta versus Punk.
Yeah.
Jay White, Adam Cole. Okada. Hangman?
They definitely got to do a Bullet Club versus Young Bucks. Gorilla, I know they're not in Bullet Club anymore, but Gorilla Destiny versus Young Bucks.
Yeah.
That would be a great match.
I don't know how that hasn't happened yet.
Yeah. That's a match I really want to see.
This nigga's still wrestling.
He's still wrestling?
For Wrestle 1.
When was that?
His last match? 2022.
Damn. But how long ago was his match before that? Was it recent before that too, or just
2021?
Okay, June. So yeah, June. Yeah,
June to February.
Yeah, so it's not like he's wrestling weekly or monthly.
He fought for the heavyweight championship in June, and then he held the belt till 2022.
Ah, okay. So
he's still wrestling.
He was champion.
He's still wrestling.
He was champion.
He was champion. Give me him versus Sting, but he's not with New Japan. They could fucking make it happen.
Yeah,
they could make it happen.
I think so.
Okada versus Hangman would be dope.
Oh yeah.
Bullet Club versus Elite would be cool.
Yeah.
I would be down with that.
Do you think Hangman will return by then?
Wait, who? Oh, Kenny?
Omega, yeah.
I don't think so, to be honest.
You think so? Would you want to see him in that card? Because he's been a big part of New Japan.
Of course. But if you don't want to rush it.
Yeah. I mean,
I would like a one night only elite get together, like even Hangman.
Maybe they'll like tease it there. Maybe Kenny will like return that night. Maybe they'll lead to something else for like a different show.
Yeah.
Maybe
that would
All
be
Out,
dope.
All Out in Chicago, like 2 months later, or a month later, whatever. Yeah, 2 months later, they could do something then. It doesn't have to be like a New Japan show.
Exactly. But there's like I said, there's so many matches. Is there like one in your Ishii versus Samoa Joe would be?
Yes, I was gonna say Ishii versus Miro.
Oh, that's
Samoa
actually
Joe.
a good one too.
Yeah, at Samoa
Joe's crazy, right? That
one would be
Samoa.
Yeah, I think I'll agree with you on that one. Samoa Joe. We could also do like.
I'm looking through their champions right now. Like,
I think
New Japan haven't been.
You haven't.
Like I watch highlights and stuff, but I haven't been like following.
There definitely has to be. Yeah, there definitely has to be a title on the line. I don't. Like, it would be cool to see champion versus champion, but I don't think that'll make it the theme of it. You know.
Yeah, I mean they still have the 6-man title. You could do something with that.
Adam Cole and Red Dragon.
Yeah.
Take the belts off them.
The House of Torture is the champions right now.
Or you can do Christian Cage and Jurassic Express.
Oh,
that would be cool. Take the 6-man tag belts. I feel like they have to, so that way kind of like average. We can see that more on AEW programming, and eventually like have a 6-man team take the belts off of.
That would be dope.
Them and then
that would be cool.
I would even go as far as say Blackpool Combat Club, even Danielson and Moxley and Yuta take it off of them, and then see it on AEW programming.
I like that one.
Till they get taken off of, and then they bring out over their own belts. Like, hey, you were New Japan 6-man tag champs. We reward you with our own, and you have to be the starters instead of doing a match.
That would be sick. I would mess with that.
Yeah, and then that's how they get it started. That's how you get it rolling.
Let's see who else we got. We got Tanahashi in New Japan.
Yes.
Who would you think he would go against?
I see. I was gonna say.
I got a list right here. I got a list of just names that I'm like. So Tanahashi right now is at the top of the list.
Tanahashi.
Tanahashi. Who's a good fit for Tanahashi?
I would say. Damn, it's a tough one.
I would love a Moxley Tanahashi. I feel like that's happened, but I feel like I
feel like that's something.
That's a cool match.
I would say the same thing, honestly. Moxley. That was the first person that came to my head too. If they aren't doing a 6-man thing with Blackpool Combat Club.
What about Naito?
Ooh.
What you got for him?
See,
he's in the title picture because he's already talking about how he's gonna main event Wrestle Kingdom in 2023, which is fucking crazy that they're already talking about that.
Yeah, I was gonna say Ibushi versus Omega, but again, I don't know if Omega's gonna rush back.
Yeah,
that would be a great nostalgia type thing.
Throwback.
Yeah, and that would be great to see them both just competing against each other. Even if it's not the top feud of the card, you know, it doesn't have to be that. So just like nostalgia purposes, is them two, or even them teaming together again.
That'd be cool.
Maybe they go after the
one night only kind of thing.
Like a tag belts or something. They're not junior heavyweights, so like heavyweight tag team belts.
I think they would be considered heavyweight.
Yeah, because I know Ibushi's not. I don't know if you would consider him. He's still a cruiserweight, so I don't know if he's there. But that's something cool to see. And then you have Will Ospreay. I'm pretty sure he's gonna want it could be like United Empire versus Blackpool Combat Club. You know, him, Ospreay, Jeff Cobb, TJP versus the Yuta, Danielson, and Mox. And then if they add,
there's a lot of faction warplay that you could do with this.
Yeah, Chaos. Do something with Chaos.
Yep.
I know there's something with really Yuta, Chuck, Trent, Rocky Romero. There's so much you could do with these people, and it's like...
Especially that I think weren't they in Chaos?
Yeah, I think they're still in it. I don't know if Yuta's in it still.
It's like...
But he's not in...
It's weird with the faction play in New
Japan. Yeah, because you don't really know who's
out. Because you technically don't get kicked out, but if you don't show up, you're not really in the group.
You can tell by a certain point if you're out of it or not.
Exactly, yeah.
You don't really have to say it, but you kind of get the hint. It's just so many matchups. I know. I heard I saw a tweet before we started recording. It was people are complaining that there's no women on that card because New Japan didn't really do that.
About women?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's
sorry, burst your bubble.
Yeah. what are you supposed to do with them? Like, I won't be mad if they put them on the card just to be put on the card.
No, they'll put them on the card. They'll have a title match. They'll build something.
They'll probably have someone from Japan come through because Kenny Omega is big with bringing over Japanese women over. So he'll probably do something. Say they're from New Japan.
But aren't they partnered with another Japanese company out
there? Isn't it? What's it called? I forgot the name of the company.
I forgot the name too.
Yeah, it's like
I don't even know if it's still happening though. But
yeah, but I heard that's where they gotten some of their talent from.
Yeah,
I know some of their what's his name? He returned at the last New Japan show that Will Ospreay and Moxley had. He faced Jay White in the United States Open Challenge. What's his name? Unam. He's like, I forgot his name. Is Unami? I think his name is something with a U. His last name starts with a U.
Talking about. I'm not gonna attempt it. Though.
Yeah, I'm not even. Yeah, let's just say I don't know.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah,
I'm not attempting it though.
Yeah.
I was waiting to see if you could get it.
No, I couldn't do it either. I gave up. I tapped that on that name, but yeah, he returned. I heard he's a pretty big deal over there. I haven't really seen much from his work, but I know that I know Moxley and him took a picture with each other after the match, and it's like, could that be like a hint of like a Blackpool Combat Club?
Yeah,
maybe he joins that night, like a plot twist. He signs with AEW. That's what I'm hoping too, because like there's a lot of guys in Japan who they haven't signed yet. Yeah. And this is like I said.
I think it'll be more of a working partnership. The way that Ring of Honor had with New Japan, that they would do these special shows, like Ring of Honor did Global Wars. They'll do Global Wars. They'll do I forgot the name, War of the Worlds.
Yeah.
They would do, so it was like cool like that. So I think now that they bought Ring of Honor, they kind of got the relationship with New Japan, and it would be cool to do this, like do a couple shows. You know what I mean? Like it doesn't have to be every time a crazy ass pay per view. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But highlight both companies, and then you got matches.
I hope they do this more often because they, like I said, they had the chance with Impact. They kind of had no direction with that.
Yeah.
But they have a direction with this, and this is like I don't know. This may be a yearly thing. They made this be a one-time thing.
If it's yearly, this is lit.
But the thing is that's
because what happened was Ring of Honor did it yearly. It would do a yearly tour. Only thing is that Ring of Honor, AEW is on a bigger platform.
Yeah.
So like I saw a lot of people were like, "Oh, this isn't new." Like Ring of Honor, it was like it's true, but Ring of Honor wasn't in the seat that AEW's in.
Yeah.
Ring of Honor was still low key, was still underground. AEW is on television, like network television, not just like HD Net is where I found Ring of Honor. It used to be, but yeah, they're like on an actual station. Hiromu Takahashi, you know Takahashi?
I heard of him.
The one with the cat.
Yeah, is that the comedic guy? Is he comedic? Like,
not really. He's nasty though in the ring. He broke his neck 2 years ago, so he was out for a little bit. He came back during like
I think I know what
the
you're talking
pandemic.
About. Yeah, I think I know what you're talking about.
Him versus Ricky Starks, I think would be sick.
Yeah. How did we forget about CM Punk?
Kenta.
Oh yes, that is true.
Kenta.
Or
even I would put
Kenta calls him out. Kenta's been calling him out for years now.
And he just said it again. He said, "Yo, the show's finally happening."
Yeah.
GTS versus G2S. I was
G2S,
like,
yeah.
Let's go.
That's the story writes itself. You don't need.
Hell yeah.
The story writes itself. It would be a mess if they didn't do this match there. Like, yeah, you would want like CM Punk to go up against a bigger name, but that's the story. Like, you have the story. They shouldn't pass up on it. Like, it's already presented to them. The fans already know about it. They have beef. Well, I don't know if CM Punk has beef with him, but Kenta has beef with Punk. So it makes sense.
Yeah, I don't know if they have beef with each other. I think it's more that
the move. They have the same move.
Yeah. But so, I always give Punk credit that he gave credit to Kenta.
Yeah.
Like that was the first time I heard about Kenta was when I think it was on his DVD. He was like, "Oh yeah, that wasn't even my move." Like,
really,
a guy from a Japanese wrestler, Kenta, and I was like, "Oh shit." Okay.
Imagine he never gave permission. That would be.
At least he's giving him a shout out though.
Yeah.
He's like, yo.
Like if Kenta never gave Punk the permission to use it.
Oh, I feel you.
Yeah, it's like if he never gave him the permission to use the move.
Maybe that's the storyline.
Yeah. I never gave you the permission to use the move.
Now you gotta beat me without it. Yeah. What up?
Like you used the move for 20 many years. He made it famous, but I never got credit for it.
Yeah, that is true.
And it's like people probably think that Punk gave Kenta the move, but it's really the reverse.
Facts. That is true. Because if you're coming in brand new, you don't really know.
Kenta,
like if you're not really looking at like behind the scenes shit. Yeah, like if you're not into it, you don't really know. It's like one of those things that's like if you know, you know.
Yeah, if you know, you know.
Things. Yeah.
So it's like, I think that it could be a great storyline, the storyline that people want to see. Who would be a great opponent for Sammy Guevara? For that TNT Championship is definitely getting defended. It must be getting defended. Unless you put it like both like that and the junior heavyweight title on the line, title.
Yeah, I mean,
because it's kind of because he is technically a junior heavyweight. I guess you could put him in that same category. You know, I don't know. 'Cause there's a lot of people there. El Desperado.
I was thinking that. Yeah,
that could be someone.
Maybe even an Osprey, but I feel like that's below Osprey though.
Yeah, that is. I would say because
Osprey's more like in the
mainstream
world champion picture.
Maybe that's Hangman's opponent.
Maybe
you could put. There's so many people, but like there's so many big names in both companies.
Maybe against Sammy.
Yeah.
Sonata's tall as fuck though.
Yeah.
He's tall as fuck.
Yeah.
You would have to find like a good match, like a good matchup for him. That is actually like in size and stuff.
Suzuki's definitely. I definitely see Suzuki on there.
He's definitely gonna be on that card, especially that he's been in AEW for a little bit now.
Yeah, I mean, like they do Ring of Honor stuff on there, like titles and every other championship, but not New Japan. It's something that one of their titles gotta get defended.
Maybe soon though.
What do you mean?
Well, the champion was defended on AEW before.
Oh, the United States the United States Championship. Yeah, who's their champion now though?
I think it's vacated at the moment. Vacated. Yeah, because who was the champion? I think whoever was champion got hurt. I'll tell you right now.
Is it?
Oh, what's Sonata?
Oh, what's Sonata? Okay. What, did he vacate it or he's still champion?
Oh, no, he vacated. Oh, damn, is he still injured? So maybe
they'll put that title on the line of the show. Like maybe have half AEW, like a 6-man match for the title. Or I would even go as far as that. Put 3 AEW guys, 3 New Japan guys. Ooh. Title on the line.
Ladder match?
Ladder match. I would even say ladder match.
I mess with that. I didn't
even think of that. But yeah, they could do that. There's so many matches you could do. I would keep it.
Sammy's got to lose that belt.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
You brought it up. I was just like, see,
Sammy's going to lose that belt now.
I don't know why they took it off Scorpio in the first place.
And I got tight at that. Like, I get it. Like, they're trying to build up Sammy over Scorpio, but it's like, you didn't give him his chance to even hold a singles belt. You know?
He held it for, what, 2-3 weeks at most?
Maybe.
It wasn't even a month.
Maybe it wasn't?
No.
Wow. I thought, that sucks.
And he lost it on a Rampage, not even like a pay-per-view or nothing.
Yeah. It was a Battle of the Belts on a Saturday. Battle of the Belts,
that's
Saturday,
what it was.
Yeah.
And then he won it like the week before on a Wednesday. It wasn't even that long.
Yeah. Like, come on, man.
Yeah, it was maybe, I would say not even most a month.
Not even, yeah. It was not that long.
I want to say 30 weeks, but I'm not even sure. Maybe a month at tops. But I don't think it went past a month.
Yeah. Maybe. Yeah, I don't know.
There's so many people that could hold that belt right now.
And that I would prefer. Who would you give the belt to? Like, take it off of? Like, I would give it to Ricky Starks. I mean, obviously Scorpio Sky again, but like Ricky Starks,
Hobbs,
Keith Lee, Swerve. There's so many names, but it's like Sammy again. I let other people get a chance.
Yeah, it's like, bro, we get it.
Yeah,
you gotta like him.
Yeah, and he's a great talent too. And I agree. Like he
Daniel Garcia, make that a storyline.
Exactly.
The new Jericho's new boy beat you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because that's what he was. That's who took his spot was Garcia. Garcia's, like, if you look, Garcia took the role of Sammy, and 2.0 took
Santana Ortiz.
Yeah.
Do you think...
With Santana and Ortiz, ever since they left...
I love the Kingston pairing, but it's like...
Ever since they left Inner Circle,
yeah,
they kind of rough.
They gotta bring them back to the tag team title scene. They were doing well. They were hot for a minute, and then all of a sudden
they put them in this triple 6-man storyline. And it's just every week.
Yeah.
Not on my streets. That's not how it goes on my streets.
They gotta do.
Like, we get it. Homie.
Yeah.
We get it.
I was gonna ask something before we were talking about Sammy. Do you think that he's like gonna be treated as like the next Cody with the TNT belt? Like someone who's just there every championship defense, making it relevant and keeping it relevant. That's why he's getting all these title reigns.
I don't think so, because I feel like there's people that can make that belt so much more relevant.
Yeah.
Like it's tough.
Yeah.
Because he won it as, like, cool, again, this is your third reign.
Yeah.
Like, there's other people on the roster, and there's other people that deserve it, too.
Yeah, I agree.
I would even give it to an older dude and have him work with young guys, building them up. Like, give it to a Christian.
I was going to say Eddie Kingston should have won it when he faced Miro at, I think, Full Gear last year.
Yep.
That was the perfect moment to take the belt off of it, and he would have been a great champion.
Oh, hell yeah.
I would love to see Eddie Kingston take it off of Sammy.
That would be dope.
And then have, like,
then
maybe, like, Jericho versus Eddie Kingston. Daniel Garcia versus Eddie Kingston.
Yeah.
Someone to, like...
That's how you keep it in the storyline.
Yeah. And then you hit for the belt. And that's how you keep the storyline going. Maybe you have...
Exactly.
2.0 versus Santana and Ortiz. That match probably could have happened by now. Jake Hager versus...
It should have happened by now. Yeah. I don't know how it hasn't.
Yeah.
It's just with the fucking 3-on-3 shit. So it's like, bro, got it.
Yeah.
This is...
Yeah.
As we say, all wrestling gets stale. But it's like, bro, you got to do something different. Like, they still putting on good matches and stuff, but, like...
I'm thinking that storyline is going to be done when, like, maybe Eddie Kingston's group gets 2 more guys to make it even against the Jericho Appreciation.
Who's going to put it?
That's the thing. Maybe I think that's what they're waiting for. Maybe they're finding 2 people to put it up, make it even. I don't know, because it would be weird. It's 5 against 3, and it's like you kind of need 2 guys to go up against Jericho's crew.
Very true.
And it's if you're going to do 5-on-3, it's kind of weird.
Nah, super. I feel you.
There's a reason why they gave.
But it's like who right now on the roster fits that?
That's a good idea. That's a good point. It's a good point. I would probably do. No one. There's no one really.
It's tough.
Yeah. There was no one really.
It's
no
tough
one's
to
from.
find that.
I was gonna say, like, who's from New York. I would have said Daniel Garcia, but he's on the other team.
Nah. You need a big guy.
That is true.
Who's taking Hager?
Yeah.
Somebody needs to take Hager.
I was gonna say, that'd be cool if, like,
the dude that came out with Sanjay and Jay Lethal. Him?
Oh no,
yeah, that'd be awesome.
No, yeah, oh yeah, totally awesome. The 7-foot guy does not know how to wrestle. Have you talked about that guy yet? Have you talked about him?
No, we haven't. Great Khali 2.0.
Yeah.
Everybody
The Omos
was like,
AEW.
why would AEW's messing up? I was like, there's been plenty of companies that have signed big guys that can't wrestle.
Yeah.
And I can name it. Omos is one.
Omos is one of them. Yeah.
It's Giant Gonzalez.
Yeah.
The Great Khali that every time the man took a step, it looked like it hurt.
You know,
it looked like every time he walked, it looked like it was painful for him.
Great
I felt so bad for him.
You know, Great Khali wrestled in Japan before he got to WWE.
Get the fuck out of here.
No, I'm serious. You can search up and we're done after later. He actually wrestled
now as you talk.
Yeah, he wrestled in I think it was New Japan. I'm not sure if it was New Japan, but he wrestled in Japan, and it was completely different from what I've seen. It's like completely different from how he wrestled in WWE. In WWE,
like he actually wrestled.
Like he was doing power slams. He was a little bit not very mobile, but he was more mobile and active there.
What?
He was doing like power bombs. He was like taking bumps from people, and
holy shit!
Yeah,
look at this dude.
Yeah.
Yo.
He was more active and more of a wrestler there than he was in WWE, and it's crazy. I was seeing this.
Like a toy.
Exactly.
Yo.
And it's crazy because it's like it's someone that you don't expect to actually like.
Yeah, because when he was in WWE, it was like, homie, are your legs okay?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. I'm like there's no way he's.
It looked like
mobile.
It looked like it hurt to walk.
Yeah. It's insane.
But yeah, that dude. I don't know, man. I guess you gotta try. You try shit. You try to see what works.
Yeah, it's
not every idea is gonna be a gold mine. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's gonna be some shit that's trash. Look at this guy. What else has been? The Sammy storyline is just
awful.
I think it's just I'm tired of Sammy.
Yeah, I love him wrestling. I don't think like he should be in like
I don't like the gimmick they gave him.
Now. And it's like I don't know if that's like. I don't know.
Even when he came out the other day with the posters, and
had her take
she was
the poster.
there,
yeah,
and I was just like,
come on,
get out of here.
Exactly.
Get out of
yeah.
here.
For real, like it's just cringy. They act like a 13-year-old middle school couple.
Yeah, they piss me off.
That's
man.
what gets like, and they know it too. They definitely their whole thing's like, oh, be mad. Like, shut up.
Yeah, be mad.
Like, there's a reason why we're mad, and it's not because you're a baby face or whatever. It's just you're annoying us on purpose.
Yeah, but it's working because people are hating.
Are buying, yeah.
But I don't know if that's what their if their thing was to be a heel and get this kind of heat. It's working.
Yeah.
If it wasn't the goal, they fucked up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's one or the other.
Yeah. So I don't think I don't know, because I don't know if you know, speaking of that big guy, what's his name? I'm saying I don't know.
I'm not even gonna,
he was an NBA player.
I'm not even gonna act like I know his name.
Apparently, he was an NBA player. He had no wrestling experience.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
And it was like, you can tell that he was like, when he debuted, he was throwing Samoa Joe around. I was like, put in a little bit more effort into throwing him around.
Yeah.
You know, like, I get it. It's his first.
I'm gonna give him the benefit of the doubt. It was his first
wrestling
outing.
Yeah.
I'm gonna wait till I see a match of his.
Yeah.
Before I start talking shit, because.
Give him more time on TV.
Yeah, I'll see what. You never know. It could have been nerves and stuff.
Yeah.
Maybe he'll be fucking nice.
Yeah.
I doubt it, but you never know.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you said, he's a basketball player with no experience. That was like Moose. He was a football player, no wrestling experience.
Yeah, now he's a top guy.
Got trained, and now he's nice. But again, he is, 6 something? He's not 7 feet.
Yeah. That's the issue. He's
it's
7
tough
foot.
It's tough at 7 feet to wrestle
and
make it look amazing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's always gonna look like
like he should have been somebody.
Weird.
He should have been somebody that they could have used on Dark or Dark Elevation for a little bit to build him up first before it. I get it. They want to make it a surprise, like, oh shit, he's here.
Yeah.
But not a lot of people know who he is. Yeah, exactly. Not a lot of people who know who he is. So it's like that's somebody who introduced first, then they.
Yeah, because it was just like, this is a tall motherfucker.
Yeah.
Holy shit, he's throwing Joe around like that. Like it was just like, whoa.
But it was just like, again, it's his first outing. Why would you put him in that situation?
Yeah, it was just tough.
If he was a wrestler beforehand, I get it. Maybe that would have made more sense. But he had nothing.
He was a no name.
Yeah. If he wasn't a known name that was wrestling, like, you know, I get it, he has experience with wrestling and the one to throw around. But if you're putting him in on television for the first time with no wrestling experience, not even a single match under his belt,
it's tough.
That's kind of like not a good situation. That should have happened. He should have been on Dark. He should have had a match or two.
He should have been on Dark.
I'm not trying to say that in like a negative way, but like that's something that he could have benefited from before even getting out there for the first time. And that was like their first mistake. Tony Khan even said it himself, like it wasn't his idea.
Yeah,
apparently.
He was just like, it is what it is.
Yeah.
I give it to Tony Khan. Give it to. He's still trying to figure it out. And now that he lost Cody, because Cody probably had a lot to say and shit, he's still trying to figure it out, man.
I think I think that 7-foot guy trained at his factory. I think so.
Makes sense.
You could tell.
Makes sense.
But like
and we're at the Nightmare Factory.
Yeah, I mean a lot of the people there. You know how many people came from his Nightmare Factory that are in AEW right now?
Well, they were using that as like a developmental. Yeah.
Yeah, and they do like showcases and stuff there.
Yeah.
If anything, that's developmental for AEW, not
That's
Dark.
a real developmental. Yeah. We don't even know who's in there.
Yeah, exactly.
Unless you see them posting about it.
Yeah, because I know they do like. I've seen like a YouTube post. They do like showcases for them.
Yeah. Like
on the Nightmare Factory YouTube channel. So like.
Which is cool, but it's like.
It helps them find out who they are.
You gotta know who these people are.
Yeah.
You can't just like turn the lights off, turn back on, and have me just be like, whoa, it's like he's here.
Yeah, it's like
that's gotta be. It's be like, yo, that's a tall dude right there. Who is that?
It was kind of intimidating. Like, oh shit, he's 7 foot. Like, but like again,
seeing him next to Joe was like, oh shit.
Yeah, he's a big ass guy.
Because that's how I looked at it. I didn't even see anything bad with the debut, and then I was just the only thing that was bad was how he was just. He bad big though, so like for him to cock back his arm and like hit you, it's gonna take a while.
Yeah,
you know
and barely touching him too. It was like the way he like I said before, like the way he threw Joe against the steel steps and stuff like that. It's like I get it. You may not. Samoa Joe's a big guy. It may take a little bit of effort to actually throw him if he was, But
other than that, I didn't see anything wrong with the debut. I didn't mind the lights out thing because like people were like, oh, the lights out thing, like that's what they do. That's
their way of doing
it because people are like, oh, they do it too much. You've ever been to an indie show when a surprise happens? Yeah. What happens?
Lights go off.
The lights go off. AEW is a very indie company.
Yeah.
Look at the people that are behind it and actually like throwing ideas. They're indie guys. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You can't go in there and think like, I don't even know what you would think. Like, think too highly of it. You know what I mean? It's a glorified independent company that got a chance on TV and it's working.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's one of those that's like, it's like if you go to one of these random indie shows and they give them a TV deal and like, yeah, let's see what happens.
Yeah. Yeah. That is
true. You know what I mean? So, it is what it is.
Yeah.
Though. We're at 56, just letting you know.
Okay, yeah. No worries. We just talk for a few minutes and then we're done. Yeah, 56, yeah.
56, we good.
Yeah, we're good. So, yeah, we're excited for this New Japan show.
Hell
crossover, very excited. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
It's just going to be lit. Crazy.
Yeah.
And, like, either way, like we said, either it's New Japan or AEW or just having both shows represented at the show doing their own stuff, fine with me.
Yeah.
I'm down with whichever.
Yeah. So we're currently in the talks of trying to get like a viewing party for it.
Yes,
By
sir.
the way, just an early exclusive on this podcast. So we might have a viewing party somewhere in Brooklyn, New York, in Bushwick.
We'll definitely keep you guys updated.
Not confirmed yet, but it's something we're talking about at the moment with the bar.
It's in the works.
It's in the works.
Just know that it's in the works.
Yeah.
And when it becomes confirmed, we'll know.
We'll announce it when it's confirmed. So we'll let everyone know if you want to come through to Brooklyn, if you're in New York during that time. You can definitely stop by. So like I said, still figure everything out. So it's not 100% confirmed yet.
Yes, sir.
We will announce it when it is. So look out for that. That's something that's the first time we're doing something like that. So that's awesome that we get to do.
Very excited.
Yeah.
Very excited.
Yeah. We wanted to do something like this for a while.
And finally, a chance opened in the Forbidden Door.
Exactly. We got the Forbidden Door at the bar.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
and nobody.
You know what?
We like you went for the WrestleMania one, right?
Yeah, at Jack Dempsey's in Manhattan.
Yeah, not a lot of people do AEW viewing parties. And we figured AEW
they
and
do
New
it.
Japan. There's little ones, but especially with like New Japan, nobody's had like a New Japan viewing party. So we're gonna.
I just came up with the idea. Since it is a Forbidden Door pay-per-view with a crossover with New Japan and AEW, if there's another podcast out there that wants to host it with us,
let us know.
So it could be
Hit the DMs, baby.
Exactly. It could be a Ring Fanatics and another podcast viewing party.
The crossover,
exactly. Because it's a crossover pay-per-view. It makes sense, right? It makes sense.
The Forbidden Door podcast, baby.
We're
always have the door open.
Exactly. We could even do an episode with both of our podcasts before to promote it, do anything. So if anyone wants to partner with us, let us know. We'll talk about it in DMs. DM on Instagram. We'll just talk about it.
Yes, sir.
You just wrap it up there. You go subscribe to us on YouTube, the Ring Fanatics podcast, the Ring Fanatics on Twitter and Instagram. And I'm not sure if we're going to do more in-person shows for a while.
We'll see what happens.
Yeah, we'll see what happens.
It just lined up this week that way.
Yeah, we were just having to be in person for the first time. And this is the first time we're doing something in person. First time we're seeing each other
since I graduated.
Yeah.
What was that, 2019?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been a while, bud.
It's 3 years.
Been a while, bud.
Yeah, I know. So it's crazy. Like the pandemic ruined everything.
Hell yeah. But it's happening, man. We're finally back in person. Hopefully, we do more of these.
I mean, I hope. Yeah, of course. Yeah,
Hell
of course. Thanks for everyone for tuning into the episode 73 of the Ring Fanatics podcast. I am Nick, your host. With me is Joel right here. And we will see you guys next time.
Catch ya.